Hello, this is James on Gaming, and E3's happening next week. So I figure now's a good time I need to do a video, just talking about what I think will happen. I love E3, as sure many people do. It's always a good time. Um, but just give you some perspective, I'm going to give a bit of history. It was actually last E3 where I finally got a PS4 because I didn't uh, have an next gen console at that time, and that was what finally convinced me. But I was legitimately torn between PS4 and Xbox One because, well, up until that time, like a lot of people, was a bit bitter to Microsoft because of the terrible decisions when they launched the Xbox One. But because they turned everything around, got rid of the Kinect and got rid of always being having to be always online, and most importantly, they changed management to Phil Spencer. Finally, got rid of that douche. What was it called? Don something. Um, so yeah, I figured I'd be open minded and be like, all right, I'll see what they got, see if they can have no bias and make my decision based on what they show. And boy, did they make it hard. I guess the two games that really got me were Quantum Break and Inside. Now, Quantum Break, it's made by Remedy, the same people behind Alan Wake, so you know it's going to be good. And Inside by Playdead, the same people that made Limbo, and I love Limbo, and I was really wanted them to make a new game, and they have, and it's only on Xbox, so that was really hard. And what else was there? Fable Legends looks like it could be pretty fun. Um, what else was there? Scalebound looked like it could be promising, but it didn't show any gameplay. So, and of course the Master Chief Collection, which I was a big kind of fan at that time, so that was pretty convincing. Well, having said that, I was excited at the time, but since they when they showed some gameplay at Gamescom in the same year, it, I guess I've had enough of Halo because I find it didn't really do anything for me. So yeah, so that's not really enticing to me anymore. Um, and I guess in retrospect, it's better I didn't get an Xbox because, as Microsoft has shown lately, they can't really be trusted when it comes to party titles, and which I'm pretty sure Quantum Break and Inside are, and especially considering that their previous game, Alan Wake, um, what I'm pretty sure was a 360 exclusive and then went to PC, so the same might happen with Quantum Break. But anyway, then Sony came on and they just made it really difficult. Um, the one that convinced me was Bloodborne, which obviously kind of trumps them all really. But then there was Entwined, which looked pretty good. Let It Die looked promising, and Abzu, and everybody's gone to Rapture, which is still to come. I don't know if it even has a release date, but yeah. So I went with the PS4 in the end. So yeah, enough about the past. Let's look at what might be happening in this year. Now, when it comes to Sony, first of all, I really want a sequel to The Order 1886. If you've been watching my other videos, you'll know I have a bit of a thing for that game, and I did finish it recently. And I just really want more. I love the atmosphere, love the story, and the characters. Um, it Yeah, it did end on. It did have a lot of loose ends, but even if it didn't have them, I'd still want to see more of this universe. So, apart from that, I guess I just want mostly just like games with dark and gritty atmospheres. Like The Order of Bloodborne. Like I think the PS4 could be really good with them, and now the Order has shown what it can do, we just really need to hope they can match that. What else was there? There was that. think it was rumored that Guerrilla Games been working on the game. People behind Killzone, so hopefully I'll be showing a bit of that. And I hope some. It's about time they brought some JRPGs over, I reckon, to the PS4. It's been really lacking in that lately. Um, and as for indies, I mean, I love indies, no problem with them. But the thing so far is that most indies on PS4 are also on PC, so it makes them not that enticing. Because the thing is, I know not all of them, but most indies are not really that demanding, so you could just get a cheap PC and get them on that. So I guess in order to make current PS4 players, feel like they've got something good, and to entice new people, like really it needs to be exclusive to PS4 only. So hopefully they can bring out some more that are only for PS4. And there's Microsoft, which they'll more than likely show some more from Halo 5. Probably see some gameplay at last. Maybe some more from some more. They'll actually show something of the new Gears of War remaster, and I actually I don't know if the series is still going, but maybe we'll see a new Gears of War game. So apart from that, something I noticed I like with Xbox One, or what seems to be the case, is that you never know what kind of games are going to come out from that. There seems to be a good variety of games for that, so it's going to be exciting what they show. I actually, I'm actually quite a bit worried because, I hope that they will have a lot of interesting looking games, but on the other hand, it might make me really want to get Xbox One, which I really can't afford at the moment. So, yeah, so it's going to be tough. Then we get to the less exciting ones like EA and Ubisoft. Um, and then mainly because they're usually so predictable, mainly EA, because, like a third of their conference usually taken up by esports, and then stuff on Battlefield, The Sims, BioWare. We'll probably see a new Battlefield or hundreds DLCs and expansions for Hardline, and the same with Sims 4. Actually, I'm not sure what the Sims 4, if it has any expansions. Yeah, I've not really been keeping up with that. But yeah, although one thing I'm pretty excited about is if they announce, although it's really wishful thinking, I really want to see a new Fight Night because although they'll more than likely just announce another UFC, um, which would be alright. I just hope because the current UFC game we have is far from perfect, so hopefully they fix their flaws and like learn from it, which will be fine. But I'd much prefer another boxing game. So hope, but probably not. And then there's Ubisoft. You'll probably see another Assassin's Creed. Well, we know there's another Assassin's Creed, so they're showing more from that. Uh, some more Rainbow Six Siege footage, and it's probably about time they announce a sequel for Watch Dogs. Now I think we all know that's coming. Um, and some more from the Division, pretty much. Probably it's hard to think what else they have actually. I kind of forgot. um, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think Bethesda has one. Obviously, they'll show some from Fallout 4, maybe a new Elder Scrolls game. Probably a bit too soon though. Not too familiar with other Bethesda titles to be honest. So I think that's pretty. Oh, they're publishing Doom 4 if I'm not mistaken. So maybe I'll see some footage from that. That would be pretty cool. I did pre-order Wolfenstein, so still waiting for the beta. So hopefully a date for that will be announced. And that is pretty much it. Now I will be doing videos, doing my reactions to the conferences next week. Although, yeah, my schedule of watching them is because I usually get in about 6 from work, so which will be halfway through Microsoft's conference. So what I usually do is, because I don't like watching it halfway through, I'll start watching that, then watch all of EA's one, then watch the rest of Microsoft's, then watch Ubisoft's, and then because Sony's are on way too late, I'll wait, go to sleep, watch them the next day, and then when I've done that, I'll do video saying what I think. So hopefully I'll see you then.